Hi everyone, Dr. Shook here. Hope you're doing well today. Today we're going to talk about a really important food trigger of rheumatoid arthritis and really a lot of autoimmune diseases, and that is wheat. Now, wheat or any gluten-containing grain, it's breads, pastas, cereals. These are major triggers for a lot of autoimmune diseases. Now, not everyone has a problem with wheat, but if you are autoimmune, there's a very, very good chance it's a problem for you, and there are several reasons for that. So, first of all, wheat contains a protein gluten. Gluten has been shown to be a driver and trigger of autoimmune disease for a few different reasons, but one of the main reasons that I've talked about a lot of these molecular triggers, the actual immunological reasons that the pathogen, the food, whatever we're talking about, I try to tie it back to actually how it occurs, why it drives the autoimmune process. So wheat has protein in it. Proteins are made up of amino acids, which are kind of like the building blocks of proteins. And our tissues have a lot of protein in them, and amino acids build our proteins or make up our proteins as well. So when your immune system reacts to wheat, or gluten I should say, whenever it comes into the bloodstream, then the immune system will produce antibodies. Those antibodies are tags that mark it as foreign if the immune system doesn't know what it is, and if it's a larger peptide or part of the gluten protein and it comes into the bloodstream, then it will trigger an immune response. And that can cause your immune system to mistakenly attack your tissues because the gluten protein looks like your tissues. Now, that is not the only aspect or problem that we have with gluten and with wheat. So other issues is that wheat and gluten-containing grains have lectins. So we've talked about lectins. We talked about how lectins can bind to the intestinal wall. They can trigger inflammation of our intestinal lining and cause leaky gut. Now, this allows food particles, bacterial fragments, bacteria themselves, toxins, pollutants, anything in the GI tract to pass into the bloodstream and trigger an inflammatory response. This is a known gateway for developing autoimmune disease and perpetuating it. The other reasons is that it's the way it's harvested. It can be sprayed with herbicides to desiccate or dry it before harvesting. It is hybridized, so it has different protein structure that's been rapidly changed over the years, and that's debatable, but it's still a potential issue. There are other components of wheat that can interfere with ability of your digestive system to basically metabolize it. You have ATIs, which are inhibitors of like amylase, for example, and so it's a big issue. So you could try gluten-free diets. You could also consider our Rheumatoid Arthritis Reset program. The link's in the bio. If you have questions, ask, and I'll